So hello friends, let us see the last video of this introduction to C++ programming, that is most important programs. uh, let us begin with the module 1, that is most simple and easy module. Okay, so write a simple C++ program to display as follows. So you have to display these tabular values. Okay, so let's see how to do it. Okay, so first you have in main function, that is std cout std. What is std? You just leave this and you just include here using namespace std. Okay, so you can perform directly cout operations. So first you are having cout set with 12 semester subject name and l. Okay, so set with 12, why it is given? Because to set a proper width of a row. Okay, so as you can see it, uh, these are having a proper what indentation or proper gap in between the characters. So for that you will be using set width. Okay, so this is all the program you can see. So it's a simple one. Okay, so let's proceed to the second, in which you have to do a function overloading program to add, and second is also for the add, and here is the int, and the another one is double data type. Okay, so let's see. Int add, you just create a function for addition. Okay, that will return a plus b, summation of these two numbers. Okay, similarly for double values, you just do it and it will return the summation for that a plus b. Okay, in main function you give the value of int1 as 5 and int2 as 10 and double one as 3.5 and double 2 as, and then call the respective function. Then this is called as function overloading. Okay, because you are giving the same name of the function. Okay, so its operation also the same because it is returning the same values, so it's function overloading. Okay, so let's see the it's third, I guess. Sorry, it's a module 2. Okay, so second question of module 2, write a C++ program to swap two values by writing a function that uses call by reference technique. See, call by reference is like you are changing the value for that address. Okay, if you change the value to this address, then it will reflect uh, to that arguments also. Okay, so whatever the value you are giving as parameter, that value will reflect onto that argument value also. Okay, so let's see. Void swap values int and a, int and b. Int temp is equals to a is equals to b is equals to temp. So this is the whole code for swapping. Okay, you just like understand it. Int, we are creating a temp variable here, so this is temp variable and this is a and this is b. Okay, we are putting temp is equals to a, so a is equals to b, that is the value of a to this temp, and a is equals to b, that is b value to this a and then b value to this temp. Like we are freeing this b value. Okay, so like this shift operator can happen, like yeah, like this. Okay, so this a value will be going to this b and b to this a, then it is swapped. Okay, so see this main function, int x is equals to 10, y is equals to 20. Okay, so before swapping, the value of x and y will be printed as it is, and then you call this swap values function. This will be called here. Then after this calling, you will print x is equals to swapped value, that is x is equals to 20 and y is equals to 10. Okay, so I hope you understood this all. So let's move to the third module, that is creating a class for this particular things. Okay, create a class named shape with a function that prints this is a shape. Okay, let's create a class for the shape. Class shape def print type, that is the function. Okay, and the function is printing this is a shape. Okay, so the first part is done. Create another class named polygon inheriting the shape class with the same function that print polygon in a shape. Okay, so let's see. Class polygon you have to create. Okay, that has the same function, that is print type self. Okay, and it is printing the polygon is a shape. Okay, so this is the second. Okay, so second part is also done. Create two other classes named rectangle and triangle, have the same function with print rectangle is a polygon and triangle is a polygon respectively. See, rectangle and triangle you have to print with the same function that prints the rectangle is a polygon, triangle is a polygon. Okay, so it's very simple, you just read and keep doing. And again make another class name is square, having the same function which print square is a rectangle. Now similarly you have to print square and print square is a rectangle. Okay, now try calling the function by the object of each of this class. Now you have to create an object for each class, that is shape is equal to shape polygon is equals to polygon, rectangle is equals to rectangle, triangle is equals to triangle, square is equals to square. Okay, this is the objects for each class. Okay, now how to call it object? This is the see class dot object. Okay, so shape dot print type. Okay, so shape dot the name of this function. Okay, print type. So shape dot print type, polygon dot print type, rectangle dot print type, triangle dot print type, square dot print type. So name of the class dot name of the function. Okay, so like that you have to print. Okay, so let's see the second question. Suppose we have three classes: vehicle, four wheeler, and class. The class vehicle is the base class. So let's create a base class as vehicle. Okay, so the class four wheeler is derived from it, and the class car is derived from the class four wheeler. Okay, so it is multiple inheritance. Okay, sorry, it's a multi-level inheritance because it's in the level. Okay, it's like keep increasing. Derived class is inheriting a base class, and furthermore a derived class is inheriting the previous derived class. Okay, so it's a multi-level inheritance. Okay, so let's see. And the class car is derived from the class four wheeler. Okay, so you invoke the method in this order: class four wheeler and vehicle, and the output will be this. Okay, so let's see. First we are initializing a vehicle class, and we are printing method here vehicle, and we are printing I am a vehicle. Okay, so next four wheeler inheriting the properties of this vehicle and having the function as four wheel and printing I have a four wheels. Okay, now the last one is we are having a class as car which is inheriting four wheeler, and on that we are having a function car that is printing I am a car. Okay, now create an object for each of these classes. Inside the main function we are having car as my car, that is the object of this car, and let's print it all. Okay, so my car dot name of the method is what? Car. Okay, so my car dot car, my car dot four wheel, my car dot car, my car dot four wheel, my car dot vehicle, because we have to print in this order. Na, I am a car, I have four wheels, I am a vehicle. Okay, so here is I am a car, I have four wheels. You have to print it reverse. Okay, so just take the object and name of the function as reverse. Okay, so I hope you understood, and this is the output. Or let's see the fourth module. The first question is write C++ program to write and read time in from binary file from using fstream. So using fstream you have to read and write time. Okay, in and from binary file. Okay, so let's see. This is all the import parts. Okay, so class time, we are having a time class which are having public hour, minute, seconds. Okay, so we are having a function get time, into that enter time in hour, minute, seconds. Okay, sort time, this is a function to sort the time. Time is hour, minute, seconds. Okay, in main function we are having time t1 and t2, that is variable, and t1 dot get time from the user. Okay, so it will get time from the user. All right, so next step we are having we have to write time in the binary file. How to do it? Offstream out file time dot bin ios that ios colon binary. So it will ensure it in a binary form, and this is for the writing purpose, that is offstream out file. This is for output, that is for write. Okay, so out file dot write char and t1, this will write to this t1 and size of t1. Okay, so out file dot close, after writing you have to close the file. Okay, so this is for the closing file. So this all operation will write to the t1. Okay, so similarly you have to do for this t2 also, that is read time back from binary file. Okay, now you have to show the time, so you should do t2 dot show time. If you do this, then it will show the time, actually time. Okay, so let's see what it does. It take time input from the user, save it to the binary file called time.bin, reads the save time from the file and display the time back to the user. Okay, so I hope you understood that particular program. Let's see the next one. Write a C++ program to create a text file. Check file created or not. If created, it will write some text into the file and then read the text from the file. Okay, so first you have to create a text file. Okay, so how to create? Let's see. In main function you are having offstream out file sample.txt. Okay, so this is the opening of file. Okay, so let's see if file created or not. If file is created, if checking if file is not there, then it will print file could not be created. Okay, if it is there, it will do some operation, like it will do write operation. Okay, so out file, hello, this is sample text file, so this will write some text to the file. Okay, and then out file, this file is creating using this file is created using C++ program. Okay, so this will be the output for that. Now out file dot close, you are closing file after writing the content, then open the file again for reading purpose. Okay, so you will do if string in file for opening the file in reading mode. Okay, sample.txt string line, it will see out reading from the file. Okay, it will give a output as reading from the file, and then it will get line, so it will fetch every line and will give that every line as output. Alright, so it will print every line. Okay, so after writing also you have to close the file for releasing the memory. So then see what the program does: creates a text file, checks if file is created or not, write 2 lines, read the content of file and display the content on the screen. Okay, so I hope you understood that question. And let's see the 5th module: write a C++ program function that handles all array of bound exception using C++. Okay, so let's see what is array of bound. Array of bound, like we are trying to access the element from the array which is not there in the array, which is out of bound for that array. Okay, let's suppose we are trying to access 7th element from the array of having size 5, so it will not be accessed and it will give an error. Okay, so we have to design the exceptional method for that. Okay, so let's see, this is we are creating the function for access array elements. So let's see what it contains. Access array element having array size index. If index is less than 0 or index is greater than equal to size, then it will throw out of range exception, and having the catch block, it will catch this throw. Okay, and inside the throw we are having element at index, this is that. Okay, so let's see, when the exception is catched, then it will return exception cost. Okay, so let's see, in main function we are having array of index 1 2 3 4, that is size 5. Okay, int index we are initializing, and cout enter the index of the access. Here the user will give the index. Okay, so now we are calling the access array element array 5 index. Okay, so let's see what it how it will be performed. Okay, let's see, we entered 2. Okay, so if we enter 2, so then it will be given here, and access array element will be called. Okay, so the cursor will go to here and it will try, if it will go inside the try, and it will check for the condition. Okay, since we gave here index as 2 is less than 0, no, so it is false. Okay, so or index is greater than equal to size, it is also false, so this whole try block will not run. Okay, simply it will be printed element at index 2 will be array of 2. What is array 230? So the output will be 230. Okay, so let's see if we try to give 7. So if we try to give output as 7, enter index to access, that is 7. So this will be called, the cursor will go to here. Okay, wait a minute, let's rub it all. Yeah, let's see now. The pointer we go to here, access array element. In this it will check 7 less than 0, no, it will be false. 7 is greater than equal to size, so yeah, this is true. So false or true is true, so it will go inside this block. Throw out of range, it will throw an error, and this catch block will run and it will catch an error. Okay, so let's see, out of range and E, that is catching of exception. Yeah, let's see, e dot what, what is inside the what statement. We are having some it should have some message. Okay, exception caught, and e dot what, that is array out of bound exception. Okay, so this will be the output, index is out of bound. Okay, so I hope you understood this question also. Sorry, so let's proceed with the second question. That is, write a function which throw a division by 0 exception and catch it in catch block. Write a C++ program to demonstrate the use of try, catch and throw to handle exception. Okay, so this is the program like if we are creating a program to divide two numbers like a to b. If user by mistake gives b is equals to 0, then the output will be infinity, but it is not considered in the programming language. Okay, it will be a error. Okay, so we need to handle it efficiently. So let's see how to handle. We are creating a divide method in which int a int b. If b equal to 0, then it will throw a division by 0 error and return that value to this function. Okay, so inside the main function we are accepting the numerator denominator. Okay, we are putting in the try block that result is equals to divide num. We are calling into the try block divide num then. Okay, then result will be printed as result and n. Okay, then catch block is here to catch the exception thrown. Okay, let's see. If we give input as numerator 10 and denominator 2, what happens? Numerator is 10, denominator is 2. Okay, so inside the try block it will divide num and denominator will be called. So let's see. Divide, sorry, divide numerator and denominator. So here you can see that b equal to 2, a equal to 10. Okay, so b is not equal to 0 here, so this will not be run. Okay, so return float ab. So simply the division of a and b will be returned to this function, and since we are calling here the function, that it will be stored here, and it will be stored in this result variable. And now we are printing result is equals to result, so simply the result will be printed. So like output result is equals to 5. Okay, so now we are in the example 2. Let's see, numerator is 10 and denominator is 0. What it happens? A will be 10 and b will become 0. Okay, so b equal to 0, it's true, so it will run division by 0 error. Okay, so throw will throw an exception and it will go to the catch block where it is here. Okay, so catch block, inside it is cout exception code and message will be printed. Okay, so exception code will be printed here. So see, exception code division by 0 error. Where is division by 0? See, message is here, so this message will be printed division by 0 error. Okay, so I hope you got all this programming examples. So this was the important programs of all the 5 modules, and I will attach this PDF. Just have a look on this, and yeah, by doing this you will be scoring more than 80% of the marks, and best of luck for your exam, and bye bye.